have the money, your go-to is let me steal it. And it's not even a stealing of food eyeliner. What is that? Court is calling 2024 CR 3821, State of Texas versus Janessa Lynette Salazar. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Greg Desmarais.
And are you Ms. Salazar? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I did, and I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Salazar, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
I did. Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does, Judge.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your
Ms. Salazar, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her rights to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I did. Yes, ma'am.
All right, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There is a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration cause number 729,758. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a top evaluation, 180 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Walmart. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Did, yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
You're my client, Judge. Is on disability. She is a mother. There's very humble in this case. Nothing that she has even tried to minimize or anything. She understands her role in this and she wants to complete her probation successfully.
All right, what are you on disability for?
I had a back and mental. My back and I had surgery and for mental. I had bipolar and
Exactly.
Yeah, anxiety, depression.
All right, why do you keep stealing?
There wasn't any reason for it. I didn't have the money.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
didn't have the money and I shouldn't have done it. It was a Halloween outfit for my son.
Okay, so I
There's no
can't
reason.
understand what you're
There
saying.
was no reason at all. No reason.
All right, so why? If there's no reason whatsoever, then why are you stealing?
Don't have a good answer. There's no good reason for it at all.
I mean, well, there has to be a reason because you had to. I looked at the items and the items are not all in one location, so you have to walk around Walmart.
Yeah.
And I think everybody may be familiar with the layout of Walmart.
So,
Crayons are not on the same aisle as eyeliner.
this-
Eyeliner is usually in the health and beauty department. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you stealing? And this is not the first time.
no, no,
So what's going on with you that you feel the need to take what does not belong to you?
I didn't have the money.
So why is it when you don't have the money, your go-to is let me steal it? And it's not even a stealing of food, eyeliner. What does that have to do with anything?
That it was one of the items, correct? I'm sorry.
And then there's a theft of taking of glitter.
That was for the Halloween outfit.
All right, well,
It doesn't, I'm sorry.
and how old is your children?
My son is 4.
4?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so 4-year-old is not going to know if they don't go to Halloween or not
Correct.
and go trick or treating from door to door. But I think a 4-year-old will know if their mom is not home because she's at the prison for stealing.
Yes, ma'am.
And then who are the nails for?
I don't, I guess maybe for myself, I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly, but I don't remember those items that have me on it.
Do you remember any of the items that you took?
I don't remember exactly, but I believe that there was makeup for my son's outfit, which was a wolf outfit, and to be honest with you, I don't, it was.
What does the glitter come in on a wolf
Yeah,
outfit?
that's what I don't recall that.
Unless it's Twilight.
Twilight is actually, no.
No, Twilight is the,
Sorry.
no,
I'm sorry.
Twilight is the vampires where they added some sort of glitter that is not in any of the vampire lore that I've ever read,
Yes,
but
ma'am. I'm thinking maybe that was the name on the packaging for that, because it was face paint
Mhm.
for his outfit.
All right, so how are you, who all lives in the house with you?
My son, my youngest son, and my oldest son, and myself.
All right, so you all are just living off of your social security?
I did help with the assistance with housing and my social security, and my oldest son is actually about to be sworn in the Marines, so he's gonna be a Marine son. And yes, that's pretty much what I live off. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can't steal. It's against the law. And now they're asking for no contact with Walmart, so you will not be able to go to Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
It's probably gonna have to be Target or Sam's or Costco somewhere else, but no longer you're allowed to go to Walmart. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that means any Walmart.
Yes, ma'am.
With regards to the $1,500 fine,
Your Honor, she is indigent, as she just stated. I would ask if you could waive or hold that in abeyance.
all right, the court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's a $1,500 fine that'll be probated. Take in consideration 729,758. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Court is going to order 180 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she's completed the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be no contact with Walmart, field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. Was Child Protective Services at all involved? We can do a MIC evaluation out of custody.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then the system is down, but normally for a state jail felony, the court costs will probably run about 300 to, I'll say 380.
Yes.
If for some reason she's unable to pay that, you'll just have to submit a letter.
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you want things, you got to work for them. If you don't have any money for it, you would probably be shocked. Sometimes you go up to somebody and you say, hey, I don't have any money. I'm on SSI, or this is what's going on in my life. I'm trying to make a costume for my son. Somebody in Walmart probably would have said, oh, this is $10. Here you go. I'll pay for it. I've seen people do that all the time. But now what you've done is you set yourself back, because now you have to do all of this. And you don't understand. It appears that you don't understand. You're not allowed to steal. I would have ordered a course for you, but I'm going to give you the course now. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. Period. And then there's a criminal trespass. I believe that's the criminal trespass as it relates maybe to Walmart. Here's the thing. When you have something that's a criminal trespass and people tell you you're not allowed back here, don't go. If you do go to a location and the owner asks you to leave, leave. That's your two courses that I'm giving you. Do you understand?
I do.
In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning. All right, the court is calling 2023 CR 2669, State of Texas versus Caleb Crum. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Colin Hobbs from Mr. Crum, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Crum?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Crum, did you review what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Crum, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, the court sees on the docket sheet that there may have been some issues with competency. Was that addressed?
It was, Your Honor.
All right.
He's been adjudicated competent at this point, as well as there have been changes that I've seen in my client from the beginning of representation till now. And even at the time, and you and I discussed this when I requested it, even at the time, I thought he was competent, but I had enough questions that I thought it was worth having a mental health professional review it at that time.
All right. Mr. Crum, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Megan Amanda Crum, Cal Casper. There's to be a mental health evaluation, follow those recommendations. They're going to give a judgment satisfied in the following cause numbers. County Court cause number 724-258, 724-259, 724-260. And do you understand if the court finds that there's an affirmative finding of a deadly, I'm sorry, if the court were to find that there was a deadly weapon used, that the court will make an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon? Did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
Not that we're negative in our behalf, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 10 years. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State opera states one and attachments.
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right. And state, have you had a chance to speak with the complainants?
We have, Your Honor.
And are they aware of this agreement and agree with it?
Yes, Your Honor, to both counts. They are aware and they do agree with it, Your Honor.
All right. And are they asking for the no contact?
We put in the no contact. They're good with it.
Judge, I believe at this point, my client is also okay with no contact, rather. They are related. However, the person that he most would like to visit with is his grandma. And grandma can leave the house. She's a good physical, so she can come visit them without him going to the house and being near Megan.
All right. So here's my question, and this is before I've made a finding. I just want to ask these questions in case the state needs to confer. All right. So is he currently seeing a counselor or seeing anyone to work through any issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You are still senior.
This, I have my own counselor. I set up with the appointments to better myself. I've been going through some stuff with my grandfather passed away, so I thought counselor would be the best thing. I haven't found that the court appointed ones that were from misdemeanor court.
Mhm.
I didn't like their services. I think it's Center of Health or whatever. I didn't like their services, so I went out on my own and I went to Thrive Works. That's the counselor I'm seeing is with them.
And have you been following their recommendations?
For the most part, yes, sir.
Leading by for the most part.
So I'm trying to get back on medications because the Center of Health isn't working out their medications. But Thrive
Can you explain
Works,
why? Sorry.
It's just, I've been on there for a couple months and I haven't seen no changes in those medications. So I am currently trying to find a prescriber that will prescribe something that I'm used to and I know it's working at the time.
Well, have you informed Center for Healthcare Services that the medications?
And they're not listening to me. They keep trying to upper the dose or lower the dose or some stuff that I know doesn't work. And I keep telling them, it's not working for me. I know this isn't gonna work. And I keep trying to give them recommendations like, this is what I need, this is what I don't need. And they're not listening to me. So I'm trying to go to the MAC. They help with a lot of assistance, but it's a 6 week wait. So I'm just waiting on to hear back from them and they'll help me with my medications.
Everyone, please whisper.
So far that's going well. I've been checking in with the MAC and stuff to get the services. But right now I'm just in counseling, taking it day by day. I'm in school and so forth.
All right, so here's my question. Does anyone think with regards to the no contact order since he's in counseling? Is there any benefit to changing that for it to be no in-person contact? Because maybe they want to start with phone calls. If not, just let me know.
Is it possible, Your Honor, that we could keep it as a no contact for now? And then if Colin and I confer or things change, we'd be able to approach the court together to maybe make a modification?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, so what is your relationship to Mary Crom?
That's my step grandmother.
Okay,
And that was the person that I was referring to when I said she has the capability of leaving the house to visit him.
all right. Does she want to visit him?
She
Mhm.
does.
Okay,
That's the only grandma he's known.
okay.
She's been in his life his entire life.
All right. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. All right, does anyone want to speak to the length of probation?
I usually let counsel go. Do you mind if I get us started on for this one? So, Your Honor, we conferred at length on multiple occasions here. In terms of the length, we want this individual to have as much supervision as possible. And given their willingness to accept a plea with respect to, in particular, those 3 JSATs,
Mhm.
in connection with this case and the no contest we've already spoken about, given that it's the nature of the deferred, again, we were hoping for the maximum opportunity to supervise and give this individual a chance to turn things around.
All right, then it will be 10 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Megan Amanda Crom, Cal Casper. There's to be a judgment satisfied in the following cause numbers: County Court at Law 724-258, 724-259, 724-260.
Judge, just for the record, we completed those plea bargains, JSAT and County Court 13 impact this morning. Those have been completed at this time.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs. All right. So ThriveWorks, who do you see there?
I have to look at my phone what her name is. I don't have it by heart yet. I've been going for about 3 weeks, but I haven't got her name down yet in my mind yet.
All right, so what, you're gonna have to sign a release so that probation will know what's going on with that. And how often are you seeing them?
She was busy this week. It's usually once a week. But I just started back in school, so I'm trying to get my schedule settled with schooling. But I think we have another appointment maybe next week.
All right, you're gonna sign a release and you're gonna continue with your treatment at ThriveWorks. And I know my accent is getting in the way, so it's ThriveWorks.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And probation, their number is 571-771-2478. That's 571-771-2478. Now, with regards to your medication, it says that ThriveWorks, they have psychiatrists and they do medication.
They do. I was talking to one of the ladies there and she recommended me find one that's an in-person person. Cause they can do more than I guess someone that's on Zoom. Cause I think she's only Zoom. I don't know, it's weird. She just recommended me to find someone that's like more of in person, like Center of Health, for instance, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it as quickly as possible because I know I need to get back on meds.
So are you on any medications at all?
Yes and no, really mainly no, because the other ones aren't really working. But I found new coping skills and everything else to keep me calm and collected.
So what are you receiving medication for? What's your diagnosis?
For my anxiety, my PTSD, my ADHD, my depression, and my autism.
All right, so here's the thing. I know you understand and you're saying that Center for Healthcare Services is not listening to you. I understand that. Sometimes doctors don't listen to people. They want to go through their steps that they always go through. But you know you're supposed to be on some form of medication.
I know.
And you need to be on medication. So it's either going to be medication through Center for Healthcare Services or either you're going to go through ThriveWorks. But you're going to have to get on your medication and I'm going to give you 3 weeks. And so it's either going to be probation, it's either going to be Center for Healthcare Services, or either it's going to be ThriveWorks for him to get in compliance with his medication.
I should be with the MAC before 3 weeks. I
Okay.
should be with them, and if I do, I can always contact probation.
And what does MAX stand for?
I don't remember what it stands for, but I know they work with a lot of like autism and stuff too. So it's over like
It is it through the Behavioral Health Center?
maybe, I don't know. I know it's like Morgan's Mac or something like that. They have like colorful, like a little butterfly and stuff, you know.
Okay.
Oh, I think I found it because I see the butterfly.
Mhm.
Morgan's MAC is Multi-Assistance Center. If you want to look it up on your end,
Sorry.
Multi-Assistance Center. A collaborative care community center for individuals with disabilities and special needs.
In just one moment, any objection to the court reviewing the MAC?
No objection.
No, not at all.
And we're off the record. I don't see where they do anything as far as,
So they have a lot of things there. They help with like finding jobs, medications, counseling, and then a mixed of majority of things. It's a big building, so they have like different offices in there.
probation. Have you ever had any contact with MAC? Okay.
If I might make a suggestion, Your Honor.
Oh, just one
Yeah.
moment. I'm reviewing something. Well, what I can tell you, MAC, you know who's under their umbrella from what I'm looking at online?
Uh.
Center for Healthcare Services.
Really?
And that's where they'll be sending you to.
Oh, wow.
So,
I guess I'll
because
just stay with
everything
the-
else,
I'll
so
just-
I'm gonna order Center for Healthcare Services.
Okay.
And you will need to advocate for yourself or either get someone to advocate for you with regards to medication.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go back on the record. So the court is gonna order a Center for Healthcare Services referral. If you no longer want to be with them, then you're gonna have to get someone else.
Okay. Do I have to come back to court or do I have to just tell my?
No, probation is gonna let you know, and you need to follow those conditions. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So if
So-
he does find another mental health professional that he would like to see instead, and probation tells him no, there's nothing prohibiting me. from
Here's the
sending him
thing,
out to-
probation is not going to tell him no. So I'm referring you to Center for Healthcare Services. The probation officer is right to the back. If you turn to the back, there's Miss Abrams and Caroline. I am letting them know that you're being referred to Center for Healthcare Services. If you do not wish to go to Center for Healthcare Services, the other option and what will be acceptable to the court, if you have another provider, and that means a psychiatrist to issue medications. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. You say you're in school?
Yes, ma'am.
How many
Yeah.
hours are you taking per semester?
I don't know what the semester hours is, but I know it's from 6 p.m. to 12 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start back at work, which is gonna be from morning to like 5.
All right. There's 200 hours community service restitution. If he provides proof that he is in school full-time, and I know that's at night, but 6 to 6 sounds like some good hours. Each semester that he's in school, states you can deduct 10 hours.
Just if he maintains full employment after he graduates, given that he has a young child, that's one of the reasons he's been seeking to better himself, get back in school, get better employment. If he has full-time employment, could we also work out some type of arrangement where that's forgiven over the course of time?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's to be parenting classes and anger management class. Probation. Is there anything else? All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to? Thank you.
What was that, Judge? I didn't hear.
Field visits. And the field visits will be one time per month until he's stable on medication.
And such, just for that, that get into compliance within 3 weeks through either DriveWorks, Sinclair Home Services, or multi-assisted district collaborative care.
Yes.
Is that an actual condition, or are you just going with the Sinclair Healthcare Services referral?
No, it's going to be the Center for Healthcare Services referral. And that place that's the multi-assistance, Center for Healthcare Services under their umbrella. So they're going to send him there anyway. But yes, 3 weeks compliance.
The judge did mention that he could get his own therapist. Okay, making sure.
I understand.
Did that clear up? Or no?
It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, to be successful on probation in this court, communication is key. If there's an issue, go see your probation officer, call them, make sure you leave a message. If you feel as though they're not addressing that issue, then you can always come back to the court. And if I'm here, you can come back and see me.
Okay.
All right?
And I have another question. So the anger management course and the family one, is that just like whenever I have time, or is there like
Oh,
a?
probation will set things up. The number one thing I want to focus on right now is getting your mental health issues stable. And probation will focus on your mental health. But then you're going to have to start doing, so you need to focus on that. You need to focus on parenting classes.
I think, and Caleb, correct me if I'm wrong, one of his concerns is missing school based on conflicting schedules. He
no.
didn't wanna get kicked out.
No, nothing is happening with probation at 6 p.m. at night. I don't think probation officer wants to see you at 6 p.m.
Fair enough.
If they do, there's an issue. And in which case you'll be seeing me, not them. And I guarantee you it won't be at 6 p.m.
Your Honor.
Okay. And what's the tattoo on the neck?
It's my wife's name. I'm trying to get some of my tattoos removed. I was young and kind of
All
reckless. I just don't have $2,000 right now.
Well,
so-
you know, I always say if you're going to put names on your body, the safe bet is your mom, because your mom always loves you, and your children.
I have my
Everybody
mom's
else,
daughter.
Or your judge, your fellow prosecutor.
yeah, let's not do that. I don't want some girlfriend saying, and who's Stephanie Boyd?
Just a reminder.
But you
this
heard him
is
say
what I-
prosecutor, so when I get Zach's name on him, he's gotta give me better deals.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, you too. All right, Victoria Velez.
But we've conferred with the VA, and I believe we have an agreement in place.
Okay.
So what I'm asking for, my client, I don't know if you remember, has been diagnosed with leukemia and is going through different things, trying to take care of that. I'm asking for just a 30-day reset, and then we'll plea on this case.
All right, is there, and I understand the issues. Is there a reason why it can't be taken care of today?
And what would be the reason?
Well, because we basically just gave me an offer that we're not completely.
So do you need more time to confirm?
Yeah.
Sure.
yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
I'm always curious.
It's a good way of putting it.
These are beautiful flowers. All right.
Those are beautiful flowers.
Oh, thank
Is it
you.
birthday or?
Yeah, they're from Hawaii,
Oh, it's beautiful.
and I was surprised. I was like, oh, I think flowers always brighten a day, you know? All right, so Norma, in this case, is 30 days enough time for you?
You know, I say 30, that'd be July 4th-ish. I'm gonna be, Judge, anytime, I'm gonna be going back home Colorado, probably be back around the tenth or after that, if that's possible.
All right, Norma, can you set this the fourth week of July? Is that good?
Perfect, Judge.
Okay. Is the 23rd good?
Perfect, Judge.
Is the
Thank you.
23rd good for you?
Yes.
Is that going to
I don't
interfere
know
with it?
what day is that?
That's a Tuesday. Is that going to interfere with your treatment?
I actually have a appointment the next day, so maybe like a couple of days after that, that'll work out. 'Cause,
All right, so
23rd is good.
and I told her maybe like the 27th. Is that?
the 27th is a Saturday.
Or so, then let's do the Friday or Monday.
Monday is the 22nd,
So Monday's the 27th. Okay.
July.
Planner with me, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Sure.
That's fine.
So do you want it on what is a good date for you? Because I know you have treatments and sometimes you're sick after treatments and you need recovery time.
Right, so I would say the Monday after, so would it be the 27th?
So you're saying the 29th?
Yes, that's better.
Do you have a calendar?
Yeah, I
like
have
this
my
is
planner with
done.
me. I
Yes.
just have my planner with me.
All right, he's going to show you the calendar.
Let me show you.
Yeah, let me see.
So when is your appointment?
It's on July 24th, which is a
All right,
Wednesday.
so do you want to do it on the 22nd?
On the
Because I
Monday.
don't know,
Okay,
sometimes
yeah, let's do that. Let's
the
do that.
22nd?
Yes.
That's good, Judge.
All right, so we'll put it on the 22nd because I know sometimes after treatment, it takes a while to recover.
Sure.
So July 22nd, once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
so much.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
All right, are you all ready on Giovanni Escobedo? And counsel, thank you for your help on that.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. It's pretty easy.
So has there been a major backlog in the federal system?
It is, that court specifically where he's at, there's only one judge. And they have a lot of cases. I think there's a new judge that was, but I don't know if he has started yet. And obviously they have the COVID problem too.
Yeah.
It's a border town,
Ah,
so they get a lot of cases every day. So yeah, they
Okay.
have a lot of cases.
okay. Oh, thank you. All right, so on this case, where are we with regards to immigration issues?
I need to continue doing some research, Judge, because Mr. Escobedo has other cases out of county too that are pending. I have an offer by the state that I need to discuss with him and make sure it's not gonna be affect his immigration status. Also, the discovery, I just got it. Not that they didn't upload it, but all this problem with the computers. I'm gonna download it all tomorrow, today, and share it with him and see what we want to do. We have an offer. I'm trying to get the Padilla letter and.
So-
we are at-
So you're doing the immigration,
I can do my own research.
okay. How old are you?
26.
All right, Norma, set this for 45 days and that will be your plea deadline date. And if nothing is worked out on your case, then it will be a quick turnaround for jury trial.
Understood, Judge.
All right, July 27th will be your plea deadline date. 22nd.
1 second.
All right, July 22nd will be your plea deadline date. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. All right, good seeing you.
Good to see you too, Jen.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse.
Yes,
Maybe excuse.
yes. Mr. Quarles? All right, you're muted, sir.
There I go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. All right. State on Mr. Quarles. This case, it's an aggravated assault. This is, okay. My understanding, complainant is in prison?
My understanding is that's correct, Judge, on a not obviously related charge, but I was talking to Mr. Porter, I gave an offer, and I think he was saying that to set it for trial.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. So how long is this trial going to last?
It's pretty straightforward, I guess, other than the alleged part. Without board ire judge, 2 days, so 3.
All right, if y'all want to confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date, and I know that this case appears to be all, but it's not all. What you want tomorrow?
We're obviously gonna look at it.
Yeah.
We're trying to get somebody back, At least 10 business days.
Yeah.
So, if you all get with Ms. Ferguson on a date? All right. All right, Mr. Quarles, we're gonna get a date for you for trial.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Sure. Just remain on, Mr. Quarles.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, your jury trial is gonna be for August 6th, and you need to make sure that you're present in the courtroom. Do you understand?
I understand. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then. Thank you. And thank you for
Thank-
dressing appropriately for Zoom.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is the court's understanding you are requesting a jury trial?
ma'am.
And you're rejecting the state's offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your plea deadline date has expired. State, how long do y'all both anticipate this case taking?
2 days,
At
one for
most.
jury selection and one for
Yeah, that's right.
evidence.
Yeah.
All right.
3 if you count deliberations, I guess, right? We always underestimate.
Okay. So when is your jury trial date?
Next date is July 1st, the impact.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, y'all want to put this on impact?
Yeah, we absolutely can do that, if that's okay with you, Judge.
Yes.
Council, of course, but that works with us, if that works with y'all.
All right. Your jury trial date will be in impact court and it'll be July 1st.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
We
When we
appreciate
leave, I'll show her where impact court is.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Once you fill out the reset form, you're excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, can I see the files on Loretta Holmes, please? All right, who's the party on Edward Casillas?
We are, Judge.
All right. So defense, did you have a chance to provide mitigation?
Yes, Judge, we did that, and today the state has offered or has okayed us to apply for pretrial diversion. So my client and I went out and filled the application and we have turned it in this morning.
All right. I need a reset for PTD on Edward Casillas, please. Hello.
Hey, Judge.
Hi. All right, so we have one case that is ahead of yours, and I'm being told that they're actually doing jury selection tomorrow.
Okay, Judge.
So what I'll do is I'll recall this for tomorrow and he'll be brought over dressed.
Okay, in case they don't go.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.